Hey there, I'm Jill. Welcome to Abundant Living. Had a question about how I'm using our microgreen sprouts, our corn sprouts, and other sprouts to make a smoothie. Smoothies are really simple, and I am not fabulous at them, but I'll show you how easy they are. It's just a matter of putting stuff in the blender and blending it. That's really all there is to it, with enough liquid. I want to show you this. When we talk about lifeful food, food that has staying power, this is some of the corn grass that I cut yesterday. And you can see it's still really green and nice. That's because it's got a lot of energy, so it's still got staying power. Greens and vegetables that are real nutrient dense and that still have a lot of potential energy in them. It hasn't been depleted by travel time or lack of care. Lasts a whole lot longer. So that's one way to tell if you have food that's going to really nourish your body. If it keeps well, it's got a lot to give to you. It's got a lot of nutrient density. So this is how I'm making our breakfast. I'm just going to give these greens a haircut. Put them in the blender. And I'm going to cut them back pretty good today. Okay. I'm going to add my sprouts. Now this is not going to heat. I wouldn't heat these sprouts because they're pretty fragile. These are just plant babies. They won't take a lot of heat. Bean sprouts, pea sprouts, they might take it a little bit more, but this is mostly alfalfa and clover. You can see they're really small and fine. But in my blender, they are going to be A-OK. I'm doing a lot of green right now because green equals chlorophyll. And right at this point, we can use a little bit of that energy. It helps clean your blood, helps your organs detoxify, and especially going through winter, we need that. I'm adding juice. Most of my recipes call for apple juice. I didn't have any. I had grape juice. So I'm using grape juice. Spinach. I'm going to add a bunch of spinach. And then for fun, I'm going to add a little fruit. You could add almost any fruit other than melon. Don't put melon in your smoothie. Melon doesn't get along with most other foods in your belly. It makes a great snack or a great standalone meal, not great in with other things. Let's see, I put my lid somewhere. That is really all there is to a basic smoothie. If you want to jazz it up a little bit more, I'm going to add a little cardamom. Adds flavor. It's also a herb that helps protect your nerves and is calming to your nerves. I think I'm out of ginger here. I'm going to put a touch of ginger in. If I had fresh ginger, I would use that instead, but I only have dried right now. That helps perk up your digestion and helps you digest your food a little better. I just grabbed nutmeg out, but I'm not going to add it in because I forgot to grab my grater. I just use a small cheese grater and grate in fresh nutmeg, and that's amazing too. On occasion, this is ginseng I got in bulk. I'm going to add a little bit of that. And those are all just for fun, kind of. And because I want a little bit more out of it. But basically, it's juice for fluid, liquid, and you can add a little more water if you want. Different kinds of juice. Greens, and I've got the sprouts, the grass, and spinach in there. A little bit of fruit if you want it. And you could add any other vegetables in there that you want. If you've got cooked carrots, beets, squash, you name it, it can go in your blender. And you may find some things you like better than others. It's a matter of personal taste. But that is, in essence, a smoothie. I have some soaked chia seeds here. This adds a little more protein, a little more liquid. These they call it mucilaginous. You can see they're kind of gloopy. That nourishes your whole digestive system. So especially if you have issues with constipation, chia like this is marvelous. In the fall and through the winter, that can be a problem for a lot of people. So, you know, your food's one of your best healers. Chia. And it's pretty easy. You just have to make sure that you soak it. Turn it back on. And there you go. We now have breakfast ready to go. And that's all there is to smoothies. Have a great day.